And one of my personal favorite Easter eggs is hiding in Battlefield 1's DLC. You can load into the Verdun Heights map and find these wine bottles scattered across the ground. As we've learned from the crabs, nothing is decoration. So of course destroying these along with weather vanes unlocks the secret reference. Simply look up into the sky and you'll see the house from up. That movie is all about family, and Gears of War follows the same theme with this heartwarming Easter egg. In one of the missions, there's a neon sign for chaps, and it stayed like this for 8 years. That's until someone started firing at the windows and realized the sign changed to Gab with a love heart. A very wholesome message left by the dev for a loved one. Speaking of classics, the Nintendo GameCube is over 2 decades old, but most people still don't know about its hidden startup sound. Normally, you'd boot up the console and hear this. But if you held Z while booting up, it played. And while most people thought this was the end of it, years later it was found that you could hold Z on 4 controllers to get this sound. And if by chance it's your birthday today, first of all, happy birthday. And second, you gotta open up some of your favorite games because they might just have some gifts for you. In Death Stranding, you'll get a birthday cake and some emails, but if you're a fan of Mads Mikkelsen, this is probably the greatest gift of all.
You may have forgotten, but I haven't. Happy birthday.
Gears of War 4 also has a secret on one day of the year, which is December 25th, and it unlocks after shooting 5 snowmen. Immediately, you'll hear the sound of bells ringing, and Oscar will make a grand entrance as Santa. Hitman Absolution is one of the most underrated games in the franchise, and that's especially true when you find this hidden Easter egg. During the end of the road mission, your objective is pretty simple. Here's a guy you kidnapped, now take him out. Fair enough, you are a hitman after all, but what if you suddenly decide that this random vulture is your target instead? That's an insane way to die, but what happens to the people in Cyberpunk after they've passed away? Pretty random question, but the answer behind it is actually amazing. At funerals, instead of a picture, they have the entire hologram of the person who died. Already super sweet? Well, that's unless you have hacking abilities. Any hacker could just break into someone's funeral, change the hologram, and suddenly their deceased family member is now a little too excited.
Dad? Daddy?
And things get really strange in Gears of War Judgment.